Hey guys, it's Sadie. Have you went online and got your copy of my book, I Could Love Him and My Four Children? It's available on Amazon and it's also in the Kindle stores. Okay, I am wanting to talk today to single mothers and we're going to talk about singleness, the whole being one thing, guys. And my message to single mothers today is to look at your children with a lens of excellency. Do not look at your children as being anything less. You actually have to look at them like they are totally special. They are superb. Typically, as a single mother, we find ourselves having to give a double portion. And when I say single mothers, just to make it somewhat justified to our children, I believe that we find ourselves giving our children a double portion of love, a double portion of discipline, a double portion of physical support and a double portion of financial support. Yes, especially if the other parent is not present in a child's life. As a single mother, it's just important to give your child a double dosage. And so I am saying, I know at times for a single mother, for me, from me giving so much, at times I feel empty. And so that's why I am encouraging single mothers to pray. Where you're feeling empty, where you're feeling a void, where you're feeling like I can't give any more to anyone because I don't have it, pray for it. And I promise you, God will provide whatever it is that you need, because as a single mother, you need to be able to give your child that. It is challenging to be brought up in a single parent household. However, just giving the double dosage of it just makes the child's journey even more better. We have to remember as single mothers that babies are blessings. Even if you're not with the other parent, for whatever reason, you have to understand you have still been blessed. Me personally, I am 5 times blessed. I am the mother of 5 children and I'm blessed. The reason why I say and I know that is because children they have the opportunity. This is a life. This is a being that has the opportunity to grow into only God knows what. And so I say, single mothers, lift your children up, because you never know what little gem you have. You could have stem cell research on hand. You could have a neurosurgeon on hand. You could have a writer, a speaker. You could have a politician. You, as a single mother, you don't know. We don't know what God's plan is for these blessings that He have gave us authority over. And so it's so many stories that I could tell you about people who are their situation or their story start off as if they are the underdog. I believe that a child in a single parent household at times or all the time is seen as the underdog. It's a one parent income household, and so the family is set up, as society would think, for failure. But that's not your destiny. What society may believe or think about how a single parent household should operate, that does not mean that's God's plan. The God that I serve, totally, he has made so many underdogs, so many bad story beginners into great things. In the Bible, you could talk about David. David who slayed Goliath. That was totally an underdog story. The Apostle Paul from the Bible. Paul was known as Saul. Just in our time, in our generation, people such as Oprah Winfrey, Les Brown, Tyler Perry, those are known underdogs, guys. And so this whole being single thing, it can seem as if it's a setup for failure. And we do not have to fail or allow our families to fail from something as such as this, and not when we could tap into a higher power. And like for me personally, I have been criticized saying Sadie thinks her kids are all that. I'm not gonna tell her that I seen her child doing this because she thinks so highly of her kids, and she think her kids don't do anything. But at the end of the day, if I don't love my babies and if I don't think high of myself and my children, then we might as well have been marked out of the game a long time ago from my bad decisions or my challenges in life if I don't think highly of my children, because I know that my children are not me. They have the ability to grow into whatever God wants them to be. And I want to tell you guys, I've seen this amazing story, and it goes with the whole one single thing. Single mothers, you're a whole one. And at times, I believe that single mothers don't feel whole because they're not paired up in twos. But have you guys ever heard, or you should totally Google if you don't know, James Anthony Abbott, right? James Anthony Abbott was a Major League Baseball player who was born with one hand. See, James Anthony Abbott was born with one hand, something that I'm sure a lot of people in life seen as like, nope, he's not going to be able to make it. He has this handicap in front of him, and he's literally just going to be single. That one guy with one hand, what can he do? He has a disadvantage. Being a single mother can be seen as a disadvantage, guys. When I'm telling you, it's so many advantages in being a single mother if you take the time to incorporate a higher power, a higher love, a higher being in your life, rather than have a man next to you who has these limitations. Being single, a point of singleness, you have full access to tap into the higher power of God. And I will tell you guys, me personally, God has not failed me yet. I literally live like I have a husband. I live like I have a mate. I do not see lack in my life, because where I am weak, I pray to God, and I'm like, please, God, make me whole. I pray and I just ask for his strength, for him to come in, be my mate, be my partner in life while I'm on this journey. And so back to James Anthony Abbott. He was a Major League Baseball player. He was a master of the field. He was able to do things with one hand that people throughout the world never imagined could happen. And when I tell you guys this, life is a field. And as a single mother, when it's just one of you, you have to learn strategies. You have to learn things to that's going to give you an advantage while you're playing on this field of life to be successful. And so I just want to tell you guys that singleness, being a single parent, it may seem like is a setup for failure. It's not, guys. Tap into God's love. Ask Him to fill you up so you can give your children a double portion of love, a double portion of understanding, a double portion of high expectations. Just take hold and learn how to play the field of life as a single mother. And my book, I Could Love Him and My 4 Children, it will help you get there. This book is amazing. It will tell you about